Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something pretty exciting, a complete head-to-head comparison of the newly unveiled GPT-5.6 family. We're going to break down the exact differences between the Sol, Terra, and Luna models. By the end of this, we'll figure out exactly how this new ecosystem ticks, and, more importantly, what it actually means for your everyday tech setup. Which brings us right to the million-dollar question. Which GPT 5.6 model is actually right for you? You see, this is a vital question right now because the whole landscape, it's completely shifted. Artificial intelligence is no longer this one-size-fits-all tool where you just type into a single prompt box and cross your fingers for the best. Nope. We are now dealing with highly specialized tiers of intelligence. And honestly, choosing the wrong one can mean wasted time, wasted money, or just flat-out underperforming results. The stakes are very real here, and wrapping our heads around this ecosystem is absolutely key.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll enter the GPT 5.6 universe. Then, we'll look at Luna, fast and lightweight. After that, Terra, the balanced core. Then we'll tackle Sol, unmatched processing power. We'll put them all together in the ultimate tier comparison, and finally, we'll answer the big one. Which model wins?
All right, part 1. Enter the GPT 5.6 universe. AI is no longer one-size-fits-all.
To really organize this new, specialized approach, the creators went with this brilliant celestial naming convention. By borrowing the names of these cosmic bodies, we instantly get a feel for their scale. And there are exactly 3 distinct tiers in this universe. Why 3? Well, human brains literally just love triads, right? Small, medium, large, good, better, best. By locking this massive ecosystem into just 3 clear options, it totally eliminates that awful choice paralysis. You don't have to sift through dozens of confusing version numbers anymore. You just figure out where your specific task fits within these 3 simple buckets.
Let's move to part 2. Luna, fast and lightweight, the moon of the GPT 5.6 family.
So by definition, Luna is the smallest, fastest tier designed for lightweight edge computing tasks in maximum efficiency. Think of it as your rapid response option. It doesn't have the heavy gravitational pull or the massive size of the larger models, but what it lacks in sheer mass, it absolutely makes up for with incredible, nimble agility. Luna is built to live on the edge, running locally or on smaller devices without needing some massive, power-hungry server farm chugging away in the background.
The absolute standout feature here is the millisecond latency. Guys, this is incredibly fast compared to older legacy models. When you're interacting with Luna, the response is virtually instantaneous. Like there is no waiting for a cursor to blink, no agonizing over a progress bar slowly filling up. For tasks that require immediate, real-time feedback, Luna is a total game changer. So where are we actually going to use this? Well, Luna absolutely shines in everyday, rapid-fire tasks. Think about lightweight edge computing applications on your smartphone, or maybe chatbots that need to fire back quick, simple responses to basic customer service queries. It's also perfect for simple efficiency tasks, like sorting data on the fly. You wouldn't use a sledgehammer to crack a peanut, right? And you definitely shouldn't use massive compute power for simple tasks. Luna handles them perfectly, instantly, and incredibly efficiently.
All right, moving on to part 3. Terra, the balanced core, the Earth-level workhorse.
Terra is the medium-tier model. It's the balanced workhorse built for everyday, complex, human-level tasks. If we're thinking about this like a Goldilocks framework, Terra is the just-right center. It's not quite as lightweight as Luna, for sure, but it completely avoids the massive overhead of the next tier up. It strikes this perfect equilibrium of power and speed, making it, hands down, the most versatile tool in the entire GPT 5.6 lineup. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly where Terra sits in our daily lives. It is the everyday standard for complex workflows. For the vast majority of your professional tasks, things like writing up reports, summarizing long meetings, generating blocks of code, or structuring data, Terra has the cognitive depth to actually understand that human-level complexity. But it still delivers results fast enough to keep your workflow cruising along. It really is the solid ground we stand on for daily productivity.
Now for part 4. Sol, unmatched processing power, staring into the sun. Sol is the massive, top-tier model dedicated entirely to raw compute, deep reasoning, and serious heavy lifting. We are talking about a monumental shift in scale here. When you're dealing with complex logical puzzles, advanced mathematical proofs, or analyzing these vast, intricate data sets where every single nuanced detail matters, you need unparalleled power. Sol is the engine you call upon when the problem is literally just too big for anything else. The sheer scale of this thing is staggering. Sol operates with a massive parameter count and a strict enterprise focus. Frankly, firing up Sol for a basic task is kind of like using a nuclear reactor to toast a bagel. I mean, it requires immense energy and computational resources. But because of that massive parameter count, it possesses an almost intimidating level of depth and reasoning capability.
I absolutely love this quote from the source material because it anchors all this abstract tech scale into something highly tangible for us. It says, Luna is for writing a quick email, Sol is for drafting a legal defense. That perfectly captures the entire spectrum, doesn't it? You want Luna to instantly fire off a quick message to a colleague, but if you're building a complex, multi-layered legal argument where the logic has to be airtight, deeply researched, and perfectly structured, yeah, you're going to need the heavy gravity and deep reasoning of Sol.
Let's bring it all together in Part 5, the ultimate tier comparison, the head-to-head crucible.
Now, what's really interesting here is how we can clearly see the trade-offs scale up across speed, cost, and context window size. With Luna, we're getting maximum speed and the absolute lowest cost, but a smaller context window. Moving to Terra in the middle, the speed decreases slightly and the cost bumps up a bit, but the context window expands significantly to handle those complex human workflows. And then way over on the Sol end of the spectrum, speed is the lowest and the cost is the highest. But in exchange, you get an absolutely massive context window capable of deep, sustained reasoning.
Just looking at the processing power, the massive jump is wild. You can so clearly see the progression from the moon to the Earth and finally to the sun. Luna's footprint is small and efficient. Terra's represents a very substantial, capable core. But Sol completely dwarfs the other two, which really reinforces just how much raw compute power is locked inside that top-tier model.
Which brings us to our final section, Part 6, Which Model Wins? Finding Your Goldilocks Fit. So the crucial point we need to take away is this. Winning in the GPT-5.6 universe isn't about raw power at all. It is entirely about the trade-off between cost and performance. Sol doesn't just automatically win because it's the smartest. In fact, using Sol for a Luna-level task is a massive loss when you look at efficiency and cost. And Terra doesn't win just because it's balanced, especially if what you really need is that millisecond latency at the edge. The true winner? That's the user who understands how to match the right tier's cost and performance profile to the exact task they are trying to do.
Which leaves us with this final thought to chew on. Now that you understand the scale, the speed, and the distinct purpose of this new AI ecosystem, how will you personally integrate this specific tier of technology into your workflow? Are you going to leverage Luna for instant efficiency, rely on Terra for your daily heavy lifting, or harness Sol to solve your most massive challenges? The tools are all laid out right in front of you. It's totally up to you to choose the right one. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will see you next time.